বিভা আপু, তুমি কখনো ভূত দেখেছো?
ও মাই গড, একদিন দেখেছিলাম। খুবই ভয়ঙ্কর দিন ছিল সেটা আমার জন্য।
তাসনিম আপু, তুমি?
Oh my god, don't make her remember that day. Don't, never. Okay, so hi everyone. This is Tasnim, this is
Ankita
and Biva. So today's video is going to be really interesting because today we're going to talk about ghosts. We're going to discuss about that. But have we ever seen that? Have we ever felt that? So that's going to be our today's discussion topic. So I'm going to Biva. So Biva, have you ever seen ghosts?
Okay, so as I told that it was a horrifying day for me. So actually when I was in grade 3 to 4 or 4 to 5, I don't remember that well. So then I was in my home alone with my brother, and my brother was about 1 to 2 years old, and then my mother was outside. So actually I was home, I was fully alone in the home. So then I just sitting and watching TV, and there was being cartoons, and suddenly the electricity gone, and then the morning prayer just started, and in that exact time we had a just car for just driving, this children's car. So
was it toy car?
No, yes, it was kind of toy car, but it was big that 2 person can sit in it. Inside the car.
Baby car.
Yes. So it was just moving so badly when the mother prayer was just being, and it was shaking so badly, and after that when the prayer just ended, it suddenly stopped, and it suddenly to go just in front, and it was just coming backwards. Then when I just opened the door of veranda, then it suddenly stopped, and I was scared so badly because there was no wind outside. It was fully peaceful, there was no sound, and it was a bit cold. I don't know what I felt, but I just had goosebumps, and I just went inside, and I was just inside of my room along the veranda, and I just cried a lot, and I couldn't sleep that night. So it was so horrifying for me, at least.
Oh my god, that's so horrible. What about Ankita?
My experience, if I tell, I have not seen ghosts, but sometimes in my house, when I'm very scared of darkness. Whenever it's dark in my room or in my house, I always turn on the lights when I'm alone in the home because I'm very much scared of darkness, and most of the time I feel someone is behind me, and someone will just come and kill me like this. Okay, I feel like that, and I feel like there's any would say evil power kind of something which is behind me, but I can't see it. I feel like there's something, and I always feel very much scared, and whenever I go in my village, in my hometown, I feel in the village, what usually happens, few days ago I came back from my village, and in my village, at the night, the roads there's no lights obviously, so the roads are full black, and the sky is black, and there's a very horrifying atmosphere, and I that time I feel very much scared, but honestly saying, I didn't saw ghosts that much in real life, but yes, I feel a bit scared of darkness, or you could say ghosts. So okay, Tasnim, do you have any experience with ghosts?
My experience is something a bit funny. That wasn't ghost actually, but I felt something. That wasn't ghost, but how I felt, let me share with you. I got the feelings of ghost. So that was the day my PC exam was going on. So I was doing study till midnight, 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So my parents were sleeping. That time they just told that after you just finish your study, you may just come for sleep. Okay, so yes, I just finished my study at 2 a.m. and then I was just brushing my teeth. And the basin and my dining room is together, okay, beside the dining room. So what happened, I was just brushing my teeth in front of the basin and their dining room. Suddenly the fan turned on automatically. I was just, what?
if I was in her place, I would just literally ran into my bedroom. I would just sleep for 2 seconds.
I did the same
know
thing.
that what I would do. I would be just senseless in that moment.
So I was just running to my parents' bedroom and I was just shouting, "Oh my god, ghost, ghost!" The fan turned on automatically. They just came, and then we got to understand what happened actually. Like the switch of fan in dining room that was need to be repaired. Okay, so there was a problem with the switch. When it just shake a bit by wind, in that time the fan turned on and turned off. Okay, so what happened in that day in the dinner, like after dinner maybe wind came and the switch was shake a bit and then the switch turned off, and we thought that mom or dad or some of us would just turn off the fan. But the thing was no one turned off the fan, it was for the wind. Okay, and the switch has a problem. It was fully loose. And after that was a bit like shaked, and when the wind came again in the midnight, it just got turned on. So I thought that actually there was switch problem.
If I was in her place, I don't know what would I do. Okay, and whenever I'm brushing teeth, I just always see in the mirror, is someone behind me and something behind
I
me.
do the opposite. When I just brush my teeth or wash my face in front of a mirror, I just don't look at it. If I just always if I see a ghost behind me, I will be senseless. I just look down and brush my teeth and then go to my bedroom, then I see the mirror.
You know, one fact, like when I just in the midnight, when I just go for washroom or when I need to drink water, in that time I just never see beside me. I just see in the floor. And then
Same thing happens with me. Same thing happens with me.
then I drink this water and then go to bed.
That's
I just
why
never look beside me. Oh my god.
That's why
If I see something bad.
That's why if I'm thirsty at midnight, I still don't drink water. I still don't wake up to drink water. I just tell myself that in the morning I will drink, in the midnight I won't.
I just sleep with my aunt, so what do? When I'm thirsty in the midnight, I just wake her like, Karamoni,
I have to drink water.
Karamoni, what happened? I want to drink water. Then she goes and brings it for me, and I don't never
And
just
at the-
drink water in the dark. That ghost will just come and split the water on me. Then I just turn the light on and then I just drink water. After that, my aunt just goes and turns off the light. Then she sleeps.
And from 3 a.m. it's like horrifying hour, or what to say, it's like horror hour starts. It's when scared.
And what happened, like when I'm just sleeping, like I sleep with my cousin actually. I mean my sister, you can say. So like when I need to move, I'm sleeping, but when I need to move a bit, but I can't move. I just think that if I move, ghost will come and catch me. And it's like this. So that is why.
Ghost is behind you or with you.
Yes, I just feel like that's why I didn't move. So under the blanket, I just keep. No, I just didn't call her.
I just call her.
I didn't call her. I just pinch her. Then she moved and I just moved with her.
This is something fun.
And another thing, when I just turn off light at night, like 3, 2, 1, turn the light and then run.
I also do the same. I just turn off the light and I just run to the bed.
And another thing I do sometimes when I'm just tired and I can just run, I just turn on the flashlight of phone and put it in bed.
Sometimes
then turn
I
off,
do
and
this
then just
as
run
well.
to the bed.
Sometimes I turn on my flashlight as well of mobile phone.
But flashlight is horror to me as well.
I just become afraid of the shadows. Sometimes in the flashlight I just see my shadows, my head, and if I say, oh my god, there is someone.
You know, like recently when the fastest style, like the training was there, that time I was making, I was completing the task. It was probably 3 a.m. and I was sitting in my room. I closed my door and I was sitting in my room completing the task. Like I was in the live and I was a bit sleepy. I was like very much tired because I did the training, and in the midnight I was completing the task. So suppose my phone was here and there beside me there was a bunch of clothes. Okay, so I thought someone was laying there, and I was like, who is there? And then I realized, no, it's clothes. It's just clothes. I felt very much scared that time, and after that my all sleep were like in the air.
And I don't know why, like when I just open my eyes a bit in the midnight, I just feel like somebody's standing in front of me, a
And
shadow.
seeing me like
Yes,
I will
just
kill
like-
you just right
Yes,
now.
and yesterday what happened, you know, like my cousin and me, she just came for a tour in Dhaka. So we didn't sleep actually. We were just having conversation, like we were just whispering because
They were
everybody.
gossiping.
Yes, everybody was sleeping. So if they hear us, then they will scold us. That's like. So what happened? What happened? Like there's a dim light. Okay, so in the dim light, like that's a green color light. So you know, what happened? Like we didn't sleep. We just heard a sound, and then we just opened our eyes and we saw like a shadow is going. The room has the thigh glass actually, so that's why we can see that. That's a bit like a dim thigh glass, so we can just see anybody is going or not. But suddenly we're seeing under the dim light, somebody's shadow is just going. They're crossing the place. My sister me, oh my god, what is this?
Did she shouted?
No, we were just because if we shout, then the ghost will catch us. But actually, that was my grandma. She just went there to turn on the light of day. Then like, oh my god, what was it?
Like her horror stories are mostly related to dining room.
Yes, actually, really. And what happened actually? When I just sleep, when I just spread the full blanket over me, I just feel like, oh my god, so hot. And if I just put over the I just don't just have the blanket, and that time I feel so cold. If I just put this half over my body, then that time I just feel like my legs
I need to cover.
somebody is just pulling my legs. Oh my god. So how I can sleep, you just can understand.
Especially in the midnight, we feel very much scared.
Yes.
And sometimes
When we don't feel sleepy in midnight,
Yes.
that time much scared.
Like if there is a bunch of clothes, we feel like there is someone. If there is a light, we feel there's someone.
but it's all just our hallucinations. And as I told my story, I guess it was a rat or something. I'm not sure about it, but it was hard to me because I was
We just
a kid.
shared our experience. It was fun. It was
And
scary.
the last thing is when the dog just
Dog barks.
At the midnight, especially when you just
Like,
wake
many
up.
we just heard the dog can see the
the
invisible
ghost.
powers.
Yeah.
So oh my god, I become
Like
scared.
they bark when they see ghosts or invisible powers. So I also feel very much scared.
And sometimes when in my neighbors, there's a lot of babies, and then when they just
They
cry
cry.
in the midnight, I was like, there's surely a ghost who is just crying.
Oh, and
like
the
this.
thing is, I have a pet bird. Her name is Moina. So, like, she can laugh. Okay, she can laugh, but when she laughs in the midnight,
she looks at the ghost and she laughs.
no, we just laugh in the midnight. We just feel like, oh my god, any witches like that. Okay, we just talked a lot. So thank you so much everyone for watching us, and that was all about today's video. And in the next time, inshallah, we'll come back with other interesting videos. So now it's time to say bye-bye.
Bye.